got to.
In here, and today we're going to talk about my car. Hey, there's my bike. We're going to talk about my car. So I've done one video when I was kind of in the process of building this, and now the car is pretty much done. The only things left are it needs a tune, and my speedometer is not working. So just some little things, and the air conditioning system's not charged yet. So after we do those, it'll be 100%. But anyway, you can see, I mean, it looks like a 1993 Civic Hatchback, and it doesn't really look modified. Let's see over here. You can see the ride height. The wheels on it are Del Sol 5-spoke wheels, like Del Sol SI 5-spoke wheels, so it's from the same year, but just a slightly different model. 14 inches, so nothing special, just some BF Goodwrench basic G-Force sport tires on it that don't look too, they don't look very sporty. They're alright. It could probably use some more traction. Let's be honest. The only sticker on the outside is this one right here it's kind of the only hint, one of the few hints on it that it's a sleeper. Got the OEM looking exhaust. If somebody knows something about Hondas and modified Hondas, they'll know that these taillights aren't factory. They're aftermarket, and that the muffler is oversized compared to any factory car, like newer factory car that's about stock. I mean, the one that came from it looked like a freaking nothing coming out the back, but most people haven't seen one of those in years, and most of these have a fart can on it, so I think that looks pretty damn close to factory coming out the back. And then this is for a website that still exists. Nobody really is on there anymore, so it's a forum that was really popular in like early 2000s around here, so I just left it on there because it's color matched, and nobody goes on the site anymore. I'm missing a freaking center cap. I have extra center caps because you lose those, and they're really hard to find. And I lost one the other day, but I haven't had a chance to stick it on there. A couple of things that somebody might notice on the outside that kind of give away what's going on is I do have rear disc brakes. This car did not come with rear discs from the factory. And the mirrors are actually not factory either. They're spoon replicas. They're not real spoon mirrors because I don't feel like spending that much money for something that doesn't matter. Mirrors and the headlights are not factory either, so they're one piece, and if the headlights are on, we'll turn them on in a minute and let you look at them. They are LED headlights. The other thing that might give it away is that air freshener, Wretch Air. If you're a Honda person, you know Hybrid Racing makes K-swap parts. If you're not, then you just think I have a funny green air freshener. So that's that. Let's look on the inside. You can see inside the car, kind of OEM. I mean, just a basic full interior, but it does have the shiny door panels and shift boot just because I'm fancy. I liked them. Screw you guys. I don't care what you think. And Del Sol seats, because Del Sol seats are super comfortable, and if you're tall like me, you need a lower seat, and these are lower, squeeze you a little bit better. And then I've got some custom fitted neoprene covers on them. Looked a little rough and weren't color matched, so I put the covers on them. They'll make them a little more durable. And I think they look pretty good. I mean, they look kind of OEM. Of course, back seat, full let's open up the back a bit. Pop the back. I still have the OEM cover over the rear. And then, of course, there's some goodies in here. Got a sub and amp in there and a couple speakers. We'll cut that on in a second. And then I do have the nitrous line ran back here, and I've got that nitrous bottle sitting over there, which will go in here eventually. But first thing I'm going to do is tune it naturally aspirated, and then after running around with that for a little bit, we'll think about putting probably a remote bottle opener and that bottle back in the bag. The main reason I do that is basically just to have a dyno graph that says I make over 300 horsepower. I probably wouldn't use it that much just because that much torque is not going to be put down on these unless I get some drag radials or something. Let's look on the inside some more. So, OEM cluster in there. I like having an extension on, so I put an extension on. 6-speed. And, of course, reverse is over there. Cruise control's put in here. Because the speedometer, the speed signal isn't good right now, the cruise control isn't working yet, but I'm assuming it will work. The other thing, I do have a dash cam in here that just anytime the car's on, it's recording. And I've actually pulled some video. I'll probably put some videos up from that dash cam. Maybe even, we're going to go drive it in a second, and I might even pop some footage off of there. Okay, here's exhaust control is over here. I've got I don't know if y'all can see that, there's a rocker switch. That opens the electronic dump. So, yes, it has an electronic dump because I've got that kind of factory exhaust. And it's not really a factory exhaust. I've got a, who is it? Carsips or K-tuned, I think it's K-tuned race header on it. And after the header, there is an electronic dump, and then catalytic converter, resonator, and then back to the OEM Honda SI muffler. I don't know if you can see the dump under there or not. Probably not. You probably can't see it. There is a dump under there. Go and check out under the hood. Boom, there's the nice stuff. So, here we go. This is the Honda Accord Euro R motor. It's a K20A, so 2-liter, naturally aspirated. Of course, I haven't been to a dyno yet. I don't know what I'm putting down right now. My guess is somewhere around 200 horsepower, and then a good bit of torque with that. But until I put it on a dyno, because right now I tuned it just myself on the street, basically just to operate safely. I wasn't looking to put down more power. I was just making it so it was safe. With the setup I've got, and it is running safe, but I'll wait till I get to a dyno and then make it run fast. And air conditioning, which hasn't been charged yet. When it's charged, we'll see how it works. Cruise control. I was not trying to make this bay look fancy. It's functional. That's it. It looks cool because there's a bunch of shit in it. But yeah, the other thing I'm going to add a SIR strut brace. I used to have one on this car. I bent it on accident using it for an extension because I'm an idiot. So I will put an SIR strut brace on here to kind of stiffen up the front suspension a little bit. And then, yeah, the suspension. So I said it's sitting at stock ride height, but I didn't talk about the suspension. It actually has Coney yellows and with ground control coilovers on it. So it has adjustable damper rates front and rear. You can see that there's a little tool you go and you can turn these to stiffen up the dampening. And then I'm trying to think what I've got. I've got, was it 300-pound front and 250 rear, I think, which is not a super aggressive setup, but I mean, I drive this every day, so, well, not every day. I ride my bike most days, but this is a car for the street. This isn't a car for the track. And if I do want to take it to the track, I can pull them off, put on stiffer springs, and then I'll be ready and lower it and put some fatter tires and everything on there, and it'll be ready to go to the track. So let's see if you can see in there. Yeah, if you looked in the back underneath, the bottom of the conies are painted black. So if somebody's behind me and they can see under the car, it doesn't look like I've got aftermarket coilovers on it. All right, let's go ahead and crank it up. Start getting it warmed up. Everything's coming on. Boom. That's on. Lights are on. I've got a JVC head unit that's Bluetooth. It's got a microphone up here so I can make calls through it. It syncs to your phone. Has line in, USB. It actually doesn't play CDs or anything because that is completely unnecessary when you can just plug a USB into it or plug your phone into it and use Pandora. So let's see, after this syncs up, I'll play some music through it. And camera's on, recording. No audio detected. Here, let's try to play a song real quick. I don't know how well this microphone in my helmet's going to pick it up. But I've just got 3 speakers actually. I've got the sub in the back, and then just a door speaker, 2 door speakers. And the amplifier it's actually 2 amplifiers together. So one half of the amp powers the sub and the other half gets the door speakers. More sound than you could ever want. I mean, you can hear that's plenty of noise. And that's coming through Bluetooth, so if I actually plug it in, it'll go even louder than it is right now. People look at you funny because your stock Civic's thumping. I just wanted some good crisp sound. I'm not trying to like win any sound competitions or anything. And the amp is turned, maybe the sub is less than halfway up, and the door speakers are at like half. So if I really wanted to crank it up a little bit more, I could. But I don't see any reason to go any louder than it is right now. Alright, here we go. Okay, yeah, now you can see the headlights. That's low beam. Nice, crisp. Maybe I'll pull some video from nighttime later to show you guys. Oh, I've got a city light out. That's okay. With the LED headlights, though, they have no warm-up time, so you can flash your brights like a strobe light if you really want to. So for low beams, it has LEDs on the top of the bulb that shoot up and then they reflect off your housing down. So you have like a really crisp, clean cutoff, like if you had HIDs with a projector, even though we're using a factory housing. And then for high beams, it has LEDs on the bottom that are even brighter that shoot and reflect off the bottom up to add even more light. So it looks really good at night without blinding the shit out of people, which I hate it when people have housings like this and put HIDs in it. It's just kind of a pain. Alright, I would really love to be able to show you guys the security system on here because it does have a very extensive security system. I can't do that because there are thieves in the world and they will use that information against me. Alright. Let's go for a drive, guys. So, keep the stereo off. Buckle up for safety. It's got a little bit of a tone. They just got back. We're driving with the helmet on. Visor down. And again, this is not tuned yet, so it will get faster, much faster, hopefully. Race car life. And again, I don't have a speedometer. I'm not sure what that is. I'll have to work on that. Generally, what I've been doing is just using my GPS. I had my GPS mounted right here, but the suction cup broke, so that plan kind of failed. So, I mean, even with the dump closed, there's plenty of speed for a daily, and we will get more. That was just a quick pull. But again, I mean, for a 93 Civic that looks stock, that is respectable, right? Now in a second here, we'll crack the dump open and let you listen to that. It's tuned for a full exhaust, so with the dump open, it does get noticeably more power, not just loud. The exhaust that's on it is pretty restrictive with the dump closed. And when I go to the dyno, it will get tuned with the dump open, which will be nice. Oh, that cop was probably looking at me wondering why the hell I've got a helmet on driving down the street. See, to me this doesn't feel weird because I always have a helmet on the street on my bike, and it doesn't even feel weird. It's kind of unusual that it doesn't feel weird. I think up here we'll have a straightaway, and I'll go ahead and pop the dump for you guys. Now let's see if we can open it up. So you see a huge difference in volume. Sounds like a race car to me. And then all buttoned up, and no more noise. Alright guys, I think that's about it. Please let me know if you have any questions. I can make another video or something if you want me to. Especially if you're doing a swap like this yourself. Feel free to hit me up in the comments or on Facebook or something. Where am I going to turn around here? And I'll answer it. I'll definitely make more videos of this if that's what you want. Turn around in people's driveways. They hate it when you do that. And I'll definitely post an update after we do some dyno time. Or if I go to the drag strip with it or something, I'll let y'all know what's up. So, alright guys. Yeah, appreciate you watching. Hopefully you enjoy the car. Subscribe if you want to see some more shit with this car or with my bike or whatever. Yeah, people are really looking at me. Alright guys, I'll catch you in the next video.